Action Canners. We are live in the private studio of Andy Trithardt. He is an actor, a musician, and recently got into composing for film and television. Andy is currently working on a piece of ours, an upcoming piece called R.O.I. What got you into composing music?
I was doing a lot of theater sound design, and I guess when I originally started doing sound design, it was kind of bringing in, kind of deciding what other artists' music to bring in to productions,
right,
and then creating the Sound Lab file, and then I kind of just started sneakily kind of writing my own things, as well as bringing in other artists' music into shows, and then I kind of decided at one point that it would be like cheating to bring anyone else's things in, other than like something like a trumpet piece from the 40s or something like
right, yeah.
That I would be like writing all of the stuff, and so I've been doing that for about 3 years, I guess, and that sort of made sense to me in transitioning into film. I've been writing music for like since I was 18 and recording since I was 18, and I'm not like that good of a musician. I'm not like a great guitarist. I can't perform music really well, but what I am really good at is writing short mood pieces that don't necessarily go anywhere.
Right, but which is perfect for film, right?
Yeah, because it's just like a little transition here or like a little something there, and also for theater, like it's great for getting people on and off stage, for like setting a little tone for. So I'm not super great at writing a song that like has this part, that part, a bridge, and then an outro. It's like but I'm good at like the mood piece.
Very interesting. So you've actually worked on a couple other pieces with us. Yep. 3 other actually. You did The Obligation.
Yeah.
You did The Moral Coil, and you did The Chase. All 3 different kind of feels.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of scores interest you? What kind of pieces? Is there anything in there that you more gravitate to?
Good question. I don't think so. There are ones that come more naturally to me, like The Obligation was like way easier than all the other ones. The Chase was like the first thing I'd ever done putting music to film. So like, I'm indebted to you guys for sure. And it was super fun. It was it was just wild. But the Obligation, it's very like droney and like super moody and just synths kind of coming in and mixing and then going away, and that's just super fun for me. Like I can just sit down and do that for a long time. So that was like easy and fun and pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the other ones were very challenging. The Mortal Coil was like this specific kind of like 60s style James Bond-esque kind of thing, and so that kind of like really pushed me in that direction, and that was really fun.
Clock's ticking, Charles. The sailors look nervous. Charles?
Almost there.
So I don't know, I haven't done enough of it to say this
This is
I
your favorite.
prefer this over that, because I've only like done 6.
Well, you're doing great work so far, and I'm sure you'll find your honey pot. Beyond that, as a composer going forward and doing more, do you find that you kind of have a music kind of in mind about it, or a tone, and then you kind of approach it, or do you like to kind of watch the piece and allow kind of what's going on in it influence the music that comes out of you? And beyond that, what's it like communicating that with a director and a producer and having to handle all those different minds involved in the process?
Yeah, I think more number 2. It's like more kind of what the scene needs, rather than. Although for this one, I sent some early drafts to Ben, and they were like, what I was doing was writing music specifically to the film. Right. So I had the film loaded in, and then I would write, and they weren't. It just wasn't really working. Like it was okay, but like And then I decided to close the video and just kind of think about it and like think of the themes and the tone of the piece, and then just start writing. And I sent that piece to Ben, and it was like so much closer to what we actually wanted. And now with computers, everything's easy to like move around and like
Right.
so it's not like that is wasted, but it's easy. It's easy to move things around. It's when you get locked into like, oh, but this transition needs to be 4 seconds long, and then it has to come back up. It's like then you can get sort of stuck in that a little bit. Whereas I kind of just thought about like Tennille's character, and I thought about like her journey, and then how we need to get introduced to her and Matt Gouveia, and it's just that's how I started on this one.
Right.
But that's the first time I've done that.
Another thing you just brought up there, computers. Obviously, those have changed the way people score films. My question for you is, how did you get all your instruments in your computer?
It's like a
serious question here. Okay, can we?
Fair enough. I was told how to do that by someone who kind of been in the game a little longer.
Oh.
It's a bit of an industry secret, I guess. So.
Okay, that checks out.
So yeah.
Maybe I'll just ask another composer sometime.
Maybe I'll tell some other interviewer sometime.
So what kind of things can a score do, Andy?
Well, they're like, you can do this one.
Oh, it's quite nice. Rather like that. Feels like home.
But also, you could feel like a little bit sad.
I feel a little bit of opposite reaction to this one here. You ever think that you just don't have enough time?
Or also, you can feel fear.
Okay, it's not funny. Okay, guys, let me want out. Let me out. I want out. No! God, stop it! Mama, I gotta go.